tournament again with year 2 of Jared Calhoun. Drake Allen is their starting point guard. Really, really athletic driver. Has good size for the point guard position. Good defensively too. Really good at generating paint touches and finishing. Really difficult to stay in front of. Good playmaker too. Gets a ton of assists because of how many paint touches he generates. I've seen him do twice this year. I think it's just a good showing of how much of a fun, smart player he is. MJ Collins, scorer. Good athlete. Can score at 3 levels. Definitely their most dynamic offensive player off the dribble. Good shot maker. 17 on the shot clock there. They'll run plays for him, and he'll come off them looking to shoot aggressively. Here's again. Look at that shot. 20 on the shot clock. Mason Falslev. He doesn't average the most points, but he is their best player. Player of the year in the conference. Driver, scorer, great defensively. Loves that little spin. Gets to the rim. Makes plays for others. He's gotten more comfortable as a shooter too. He'll hit those. Incredibly good all-around player. And again, he's their best player, even though he's not their leading scorer. Adnan El-Amin. Really impressive freshman. A little showcase of what he does. Goes for the big dunk. Hit threes. Super fluid at his size. Nice skill set. Good shooter. Can drive. He's really good in transition. Fun player. Zach Keller. Solid starting big. Play finisher. Can space the floor a little. Score a little in the post too. Elijah Perryman. Backup guard. He gives them a ton of juice. Such a good ball handler. Good athlete. Gets a lot of paint touches. And he's a freshman. He's going to be awesome. Driving there. He can hit shots, but he's definitely more driver than shooter. But not a bad shooter. Colby King. Shooter. Comes off the bench. He can play a little more. Like, he can do a little more than just shoot. But this is mostly where he provides value for them. But he can drive. Floater there. He likes his little Euro. Seen him do that a couple times. Tucker Anderson. Shooter with size off the bench. Another guy. His primary role is to shoot the ball. You can do a little attacking closeouts, but shooter. Gary Clark. Big physical forward. Rebounder. He's so different than their other players as a scoring forward. Finishes on rolls. Plays in the post. Elite offensive rebounder. Yeah, not even close to the same as their other players, which is a good thing. Carson Templin. Stretch big, and he is a great offensive player. He comes into the game with a ton of confidence. The fans love this dude. He can score on the interior as well. Crafty in there. Great rebounder too. Plays super hard, high motor. Some early offense stuff. They like this old guard. Falslev setting it here. Ghost out of it. There's Allen attacking. Guard. Collins to Falslev. And look at Falslev setting it. His hands and the angle on the screen and how he gets out of it. I mean, yeah, just such a good player. Ball screen with the 45 cut. There's Templin in the lane. Shallow under the double ball screen. They like this little pistol look. Little throwback. Same thing here. Pistol. Curl. Throwback. Alamin's wide open. Pistol. Again, just drive. Not a lot of this, but I've seen this little Davidson with the little butt screen. Or playing off it. Spain. Drake Allen to the rim. Spain. Look at that pass from Perriman. Spain with an empty side. Empty. Finish from Allen. We'll toss it, throw it back, and get into this Spain. Here it is again. Toss. Throw back, shallow under before getting into the Spain. Falslev, again, more aggressive from 3 this year. See it again here. Toss. Hit back. Shallow under. Spain. Here's not a Spain. Just step up with the shallow. And there's Colby King. Again, he can drive those. Toss. Hit the elbow. Set it, and we're in zoom. Look at that pass. We'll get this ball screen with the flare screen. Veer and screen the screener. We'll get the ball screen. Plus a cross screen. And then veer and screen the screener. Here it is again. Ball screen. Plus a cross screen. Veer to screen the screener. And it's Collins. Here we're going to hand it off to the ball screen. And it's the same thing. Veer, screen the screener on the cross screen. Same thing here. Screen the screener. I like this little swing rub. Swing. Rub. And we have Falslev with all this room to attack. There against Kinzinger. Bad matchup. Do it again. The same. Bad matchup for Illinois State. Here, do it again for MJ Collins. Against Blooms. Here it is again. Falslev against Pearson Carmichael. Again, they will do this absolutely if they think they have an advantage for one of their better players. Here they swing it. Clear the side. And it's a flare. Chase the ball screen. They can pop. 45 cut and play. Alamin with a tough 3. Pop. 45 cut, and they play to the empty side. Pop. Handoff. Veer for this guy. See again here. Pop. 45 cut. He's going to hang out here because he's receiving the pin. Templin slips. Lob. Pop. Just to a simple zoom. Pop. Simple zoom. And pop. Swing. Reject for the throwback. Dribble push. Same thing here. Reject. Throwback. There's for Kobe King. There's that Euro. Pin down to the ball screen. Pop. Handoff. Throw it back. Step up. Guard guard. False love again. Good technique on that roll. Pin down to the ball screen, and then it's for this flare. Pin down, ball screen, roll, replace. We'll do a bunch of things out of away, and there'll be actions. Away, handoff, ball screen, roll, replace. So much action to guard. Away, touch, handoff, ball screen. Away, touch, ball screen, clear out the side so there's no tag. Touch, ball screen, clear the side. No tag. Touch, ball screen, veer the stagger for Kobe King. Away, touch, veer to the stagger. False love curling. Look at that finish. Away, reject. Act like we're setting the flex, but we're really coming off this middle zoom. And false love gets downhill. Goaltend. Away, reject, and here's that same ball screen with the cross screen the screener set. False love again, curling. Curl. Set the shuffle. Screen the screener. Hit the elbow. And we can play off it. Allen curling. Great option against switching. Set the away. And we'll just go clear out to throw it in to Gary Clark. Here's an action off a stagger. Curl. Back screen, screen the screener. Bunch of horn sets. Simple ball screen. Allen, paint touch, playmaking. Here's ball screen, another ball screen. And they like this one. Ball screen, ball screen. Elijah Perryman getting to the rim. Ball screen, ball screen. Mason Falslove cutting. Ball screen, ball screen. And here's Clark wide open. Ball screen. And then he shallows under. Weird action to guard. Ball screen. And then we get a roll replace. Good skip. Here we curl the flare. And then we curl back under. Hit the elbow. I like this matchup against Omojafo. Yeah, Josh Omojafo can't guard. Mason Falslove one-on-one. Hit the elbow. Middle cut from Perryman. Hit the elbow. Wide pin. And we're playing to this little empty side. Good clip of Clark. Elbow. Stagger. Zoom. Reject. Come off. Templin popping. Pop out. Hit the elbow. Now we're in zoom. There's another look they like. Pop out. Elbow. Zoom. Pop out. Hit the elbow. Zoom. Valslev pivoting. Pop out. UCLA to the wide pin. Pop out. Oh, we just had a ball screen. Here we get the UCLA to the ball screen. Pop out. We're basically in pistol here. Collins 3. Pop out. Spain. Except instead of the back string, we pin down in the middle 4. Can move from Valslev. Stagger. Wheel for Colby King. And there's that Euro. Ball screen. Stagger. Another stagger. And that's what I call the wheel, as a stagger with another stagger. Comes at the ball screen. Set it. Over the top for the stagger. To the wheel. Again, Collins very aggressive when the plays for him. Here we go to the loop. Empty side ball screen. And we know it's to hit the big and he's going to be wide open. Here's a set out of the box. Empty out and just throw it. Mismatch there against Barnes. Bunch of other things they do. Some delay. Good cut from Allen. They like this turn zoom look. So come up, zoom. That's a tough one to guard. Hit, come up, turn, zoom. Hit, turn, zoom. Hit, zoom, keep it, and play to the empty side with Valslev. Do some action about what I call thunder, where you curl out, flare, curl out, Zach Keller for 3, curl out, come off the UCLA, out, back screen, ball screen. There's Valslev at the rim. Curl out, ball screen with this away screen. Let's screen the screener. Just hit the elbow and ISO. They can slice into stuff, so slice, handoff, ball screen, shallow. Here's again, slice, handoff, ball screen, shallow. Like a false love. Here's again. Slice. Hand it off. Ball screen. Shallow. Slice. Hand off. Ball screen. Shallow. Slice. Different look here. With the flare. Slice. Into the ball screen with this whole side of the floor cleared. We'll wedge into some stuff. So wedge. And get this step up. Wedge into the post. We hit Allen in there, and we're just playing off splits. Wedge, Allen into the post. And then we back screen the screener. Look at that slip from Keller. We'll weave in action. Weave, weave. And look at this big gap for false love to go downhill. Here's again. Hand off. Hand off. All for false love. Here it gets them into throw, step up. Here's going to be the same thing with the replace from El-Amin. Zipper. We get a shallow with the flare. Zipper. Flare. Here we're going to get a slip from Zach Keller. Here it's a zipper. Touch. Here it's a little gut. Handoff. Ball screen flare. Layered set for Collins. And that'll do it for our Utah State scouting report.